everyone, it's Ink here, and welcome back to more Star Trek Armada 3, where the Dominion are on the warpath.
Alter course.
And we have our fleet also on the move. Lovely. And we need to turn siege mode off those guys, otherwise they're just going to sit around. So we do have a few more ships which are still being built, I believe. Yeah, I've got a few more Kiras on the way. In the meantime, we have a pirate fleet to kill. Commence the murder. Tasty, tasty murder.
All hands to battle stations.
Go ahead. What's on your mind?
Alrighty, another rank of appletive generators. And yeah, for some reason these pirate ships are just sort of standing around. I'm not sure what their deal is. Now we have a few options that we could do here. We could actually go ahead and try and take out the pirate base, but we don't really have the firepower to do that. There's not one but two star bases there, fully upgraded star bases, and we don't have the firepower to handle that. I mean, we could take a fair chunk out of them, but the losses would be too heavy, and at this point we kind of need to mitigate that kind of stuff. Let's just go ahead and kill these, farm some more XP, and work out what we're going to do with this Borg fleet, which is hopping around a bit. Let's see, assimilator there. Yeah. What I probably want to do is drop a large starbase here. Just provide some more frontline, just steadily creep our expansions forward, I guess, along with giving the Borg more targets to deal with. So yes, we do actually have enough space for a starbase constructor. So I'm going to go ahead and queue that up. I have a fair amount of resources here, which we're going to need if we're going to get a halfway decent starbase going. But for the immediate moment, we also need to look at expanding our fleet cap to the maximum. We'll eventually want some more capital ships available to us, and of course just generally getting these upgrades here. So what I'm going to do is going to get a couple of ranks on our phaser research, and another rank of our armor research. Stop following that Dominion. Actually, I think that was a Star Destroyer. Alright,
Give the word.
alright, lovely. So we have our fleet assembled here.
Standing by.
We have a Dominion fleet which is heading that way, and this is interesting. We have a cube coming in. 70,000 health. You can see that the Borg are really stacking up their upgrades at this point. Now it's a little risky, but I feel like... okay, I've got more Akiras there, so let's go ahead and send those through.
Standing by.
Especially with the help of the Dominion, we have the firepower to take out this cube. So it does have a few escorts, but not that many. Most of the rest of the Borg fleet is on this side of the system. It's going to take them a while to get into range. So let's give this a try. Killing a cube is going to be a big deal. Those are expensive, and we've got more research fish we can get. So antimatter spread, and last stand.
All sections ready.
It'll be a big boost of XP for everyone, and taking out one of their high-level capital ships will also be helpful, just in terms of making sure that just getting a victory period, basically. Okay, they are. Yep, they're pulling back. Okay, so it would appear that, yeah, the Dominion is still heading for Mars, and these guys over here, what are these doing? It's so hard to tell which way the Borg are moving. Okay, assimilated must set. They definitely have a unit which is headed for Earth. So where's this cube going? The cube has warped out. Alright.
Knowledge, Starfleet.
They're still headed for Mars. So this is kind of an awkward situation. We need to decide whether we're going to commit to a battle with Dominion support, or pull back just on the basis that it could go horribly wrong. And I think
We need you.
we're going to go for. We've been planning to try and work alongside the Dominion, so let's do it. Let's make this work. Meantime, we have an obelisk there. The other hope is that if we can start hitting them where it hurts, then they'll actually start withdrawing their fleet, which could help to salvage Earth. I'm not super hopeful that that'll actually work out, but you never know. In the meantime, let's get our starbase constructor moving out. Okay, and the Dominion are actually turning around most of their fleet, most of their ships. They've just got a small unit which is still heading forward, presumably on a harassment run. Okay, but no, they do have another set which is coming in. I really don't know what the deal with the Dominion is. I'm going to see if I can cue them to go attack somewhere. I forget how you do that. Rename Scuttle. This is awkward. I feel like there is a command which you can do. That's research, that's not helpful. Okay,
Standing by.
well, we have a right-head obelisk there. That's something. Alright, we're going to go ahead and set that starbase constructing. And there will be at least some ships which are coming through there.
Enemy vessels detected.
Okay, so the Dominion again tried to get into a bidding war with the Borg and lost, so it's kind of what can you do.
Standing by.
Okay, yep. Siege mode off, thank you. Alright, so we have our starbase under construction. We'll see if anything actually comes of that. Okay, yeah, and now they're turning around. Of course they are, why wouldn't they be?
Ready. Waiting orders. Knowledge, Starfleet.
Core signatures detected.
Okay, so the good news about this is that there will actually be some defenses sitting around here. But in the meantime, we're going to need to buff up the station here a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and grab all the upgrades. Meanwhile, we have our heavy bomber units coming in, and we'll hopefully mess up that obelisk some. Dominion fleet is pulling back, but I'm done with just running around. We're going to try and go on the offensive.
Standing by.
Just need to wait for our fleet to get assembled, and then once we get there, it will be time to try and do some damage. See if we can gut their economy a little bit, take out some of their infrastructure, hopefully kill some of the weaker vessels. I'm not sure how well this is going to go, but one way or the other, it's time to go on the offensive. Okay, so looks like we managed to kill their obelisk, which is good. But we do still have their main fleet coming through here, including Locutus, 7, a lot of obelisks. Yeah. Our defences here are not going to hold. That's really that simple. Meanwhile, Cardassians are like they're sending a fleet to intercept the pirates over here. Or they think they are. Yeah, the AI in this game can be a little schizophrenic sometimes. Meanwhile, that's interesting, the Borg are turning back. Which I'm not super happy about, it has to be said.
Locked weapons.
Going to focus fire and kill these pirates quickly. Just helps us get our fleet assembled a little bit and work out what we're gonna do. Meanwhile, the Dominion are doing a flanking attack down here. It does a little bit come back to our the original plan that we discussed. Hello. When did you show up? We need some metal. So yeah, they actually sent in a fleet to try and kill our starbase here, which is not doing too well with. They're getting reinforcements in, but this diamond is slowly dying. I've taken out the shields, but that only goes so far. What the hell was that? Okay, we're gonna get the next defense upgrade. Normally, getting defense upgrades while a starbase is in the middle of combat isn't great because it doesn't because it doesn't actually gain anything from it. It'll still be on 50,000 health, even though the maximum will go up to 70,000. But it's going to be a buff to the armor, a buff to the shield regen, all that sort of thing. So I think it's probably worth getting. In the meantime, yeah, I don't know how that's going to go. Okay, so the Borg are running around doing their thing. Yeah, the Dominion has a fairly sizable fleet here, so I'm just going to leave them to it, I think. We are going to go ahead with our initial plan. That's a scout cube. Okay, so that's Corbomite Reflector. That's the defense upgrade of some kind. Okay, we're going to need some research. Get the abilities active on our starbase. So let's go with the Triad initiative. And then go ahead and queue that up as well. That's almost done. Oh boy. Okay, they're not getting around. They are getting a serious fleet assembled here. Okay, no, that did actually help. That gave us another 20,000 health on the starbase, so that's gonna make a difference. But wow, they are really pushing here. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this. Alright, well, let's move our fleet in. Try and kill these little ships which are coming through here. take him down piecemeal. In the meantime, they're going back and forth a bit, trying to decide what they're doing. In the meantime, we need everything we can get, really.
Station complete.
I'm not convinced that our starbase is going to hold against this. We just don't really have a fleet which is going to get there anywhere close to in time. In the meantime, Borg either died or ran away. That's good. Let's go ahead and deal with the fleet down here. This is the first time that the Borg have actually tried pushing this angle. It's not ideal. But it's not like it's short on firepower. We're definitely killing stuff. Just a question of whether we're killing it fast enough, which I'm not entirely convinced of. Okay, get the tried upgrades coming through. We're definitely going to want core point reflector. That's an expensive research, and it's going to be an expensive upgrade, but that's going to help a lot in terms of keeping this thing alive. Over here, this is actually done, which is lovely, but we don't have the resources to be able to do anything about it, which is less nice. But we do have some spheres to kill. It all counts for whittling stuff down. Got our lovely Ring of Defiance, which tearing things up nicely. Cool. More things are dead. This is a good thing.
Target acquired.
And target that pyramid. And how are we looking over here? We need more titanium. Okay, good. That's going through. We almost have the repair dock ability. I'm not actually sure if that's going to help repair the thing itself. We will find out. Yes, it does. 30 hull repaired per second, and a significant buff to shield restore rate. Whether that's going to be enough is another question. Especially since there is something which is killing our antimatter regeneration. Alright. Well, this is not ideal in any way. Our starbase is still alive, for now. I don't know how long it'll last. So yeah, until next time, folks, stay safe. Hopefully you will survive this. I don't know. Eh.